Texas and the Texas State Fair, and for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. Guys, this rivalry has been intense, and over the years, there's always a back and forth with these offenses.
And they live so close near each other in proximity, obviously. They go to the same high schools. They visit the same school, Jesse. This game always means a lot.
Yeah, look, it's Boomer, Sooner, and Hook'em, right? This is one of the best rivalry games in all of college football. There's just always a different energy when these two teams meet.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes right.
Ball in the air. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
The offense starts with a short field. Drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They're trying to get to him. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Fakes his man out. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. On the run, it's Blue. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with... Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's not afraid to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Sooners in the hurry up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooners are flying down the field. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Bond. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here comes the offense on second down. Going to the running game. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Line getting set on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. throws to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Texas! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the offense on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They move the tight end all over. Quick release by the QB. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on.
And the ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Running back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Looking down the middle. Finds the tight end down the gut. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They go right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Thompson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Sooners are on the move.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Powers through the defender. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Ewers. He's right on target. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Pressure coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Burks. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Got a man. It's Burks. It's loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Chunked it away just as he was hit. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back.
Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Trying to get to him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right,
gonna let it fly. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's crippling, because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole...